Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another celebrity psychic reading. Y'all notice how I had to basically, you know, it took everything in me to say celebrity, because these people, these children, they're actually celebrities. So we're going to be talking about Mba Young Boy and his girlfriend Jania. It's been highly requested to do a reading on them, so I am going to be looking into the situation. So if you guys don't know who Mba Young Boy is, I'm probably butchering his name. Basically, he is a young rapper of the age 18. He already have 4 kids by, I think, maybe 3 to 4 different women. I'm not really sure on the entire story. And he is dating this girl. Her name is Jania. And you know, everybody that's in high school, they're screaming relationship goals. They're so lit. They're so this. They're so that. Blah, 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 blah. So, you know, I don't pay attention to children, but it was all over the internet of this young man beating his own little girlfriend Jania, and she ended up going on live on Instagram to defend his actions. So I believe he ended up getting arrested for abuse and battery and having weapons on his tour bus. So he's actually in prison right now. So Jania, the one that actually got physically assaulted on camera, is now basically blaming herself, basically saying they were just playing, it escalated, nothing happened, we're just making this a big deal. Okay, sure. So you getting abused on camera, you're trying to interpret that as you guys were just playing? Okay, sure. So we have Mba Young Boy in prison, Jania crying, blaming herself and cussing anybody out that's got something to say about her relationship. And then lo and behold, Mba Young Boy's mama all over the internet, on live on Instagram, basically cussing anybody out for coming for her mothering skills. And if you guys haven't seen that video, there's you guys can literally type it in on YouTube and you guys can see how she was cussing people out for questioning her mother skills. And you know what, my only opinion on that is, well, that's the mother and that's the son, and they behave just alike. So I'm not really shocked that she handled it ratchetly, because he handles himself quite ratchet. So let's begin. So my first question for this entire situation, okay, will he get out of prison? Let's just answer that question right now. Will he actually get out of prison? Will he get out? He's going to be in and out of prison for most of his life. And I'm not saying that because I think he has poor behavior. I'm not saying that because I think he's rude and disrespectful. I'm not saying that because I think he's a sociopath. I'm actually seeing that in the cards. First card being intuition. So this is basically the government. This is basically the law in terms of making a decision on what they want to do. So when I see intuition, I see this side being people looking into the situation, trying to figure out what they want to do. When I see positive moving forward, I pulled the card out in reverse. Now normally when I use this deck, you know, I normally don't play that whole reverse thing with this deck, but I'm just gonna kind of do it like this. If I pull out a card and it's upside down facing me, then I'm just gonna say it's reverse, so it's the opposite of what that card means. So positive movement going forward, that card is in reverse from my view. So because it is in reverse in my view, I don't see the situation getting better for him. Yes, his legal team is working on getting him out, and Spirit's telling me he's making money while he's in prison. He's making money while he's locked up. So money is not an issue for him. But of course, the energy that I'm sensing from Mba Young Boy, whatever his name is, the energy that I'm picking up on is actually anxiety and fear. There's a little bit of anger there as well, but there's a lot of anxiety and fear that he's not going to get out of the situation. And you know what? he's not wrong for feeling that way, because I don't see him having a smooth transition out of here. The wisdom card in reverse also came out. So I want to pull out maybe 3 more cards. What's the outcome of the situation? Will he come out? Yes, he will come out, but he will always go back and forth with the law. He will always have situations where the government is going to get involved. The shadow card, meaning, to be really honest with you guys, I feel like Spirit's telling me how he behaves, a lot of it has to do with hype. Almost like peer pressure to be the baddest dude on Instagram, to be the baddest rapper out there, to be this, to be that. It's almost like whatever he lacked in high school, whatever he lacked growing up, he's making up for it now that he's popular. So it's almost like the fame and the money got to his head, and he's using that power to be disrespectful and rude and all of those things. Now granted, he is only 18 years old, and he probably has 3 to 4 baby mamas and 4 kids already, and he's only 18. So, you know, this kind of shows me a very reckless pattern of not really caring and not having respect for anyone that comes his way. So all honesty, I feel like down the road, down in his life, while he was growing up, he experienced feeling less than. So the more he felt less than, the more angry he became. So Spirit's basically telling me as he got older, he became more ruthless. So he was definitely someone that was a bully in school, and not the type of bully where everybody laughs at their jokes. Like, he was the bully that was angry. He was the bully that people fuck with him because they don't want him to come after them. So a lot of people actually feared him in high school, in my honest opinion, if he still even goes to high school, because he is 18. He probably graduated, because you normally graduate at 17, 18 years old. But I am picking up on that very aggressive energy. And believe it or not, you know, we always want to paint, you know, people like Trey Songz and Chris Brown to be so violent, but I've read for Chris Brown, and I've actually read for Trey Songz as well. That video's coming out, and that aggression is not the same as what I'm seeing here. He's actually capable of really hurting someone. He's actually capable of doing some terrible things to people if he lets his temper get there. So, and that's not because I saw that video. That's actually what I'm picking up on. So we have the spiritual union card in reverse, a happy couple. So him and that girl, him and Jania, they're not going to make it. They're going to break up. I don't even think that's a prediction. I think everybody knows that they're going to break up. Is Jania aware that she is in an abusive relationship? I don't want to think she's this stupid, okay? And I don't want to think that she's unaware. I feel like she knows exactly what's going on, and she's willing to put up with it because I guess she wants to keep her fame. She wants the money. She wants to set in the third. And a lot of gossip blogs and YouTube channels have said the same thing. Just watching the news about it, seeing the video, seeing what people were saying about it on Twitter, a lot of people felt like she's just sticking around to secure her bag. And I mean, I get it, but I want to see, does she actually agree with this? Like, does this bother her deep in her soul? I want to know what's going on deep inside. Logic will say she's definitely deflecting and acting like nothing's going on and numbing herself to her actually really being abused. But I want to see, what is her intuition telling her? What is her intuition telling her? What is her intuition telling her? The disruption card, love begins in a firm foundation. Disruption in original tarot, in this deck, this represents the Tower card. If you guys don't know what the Tower card is, the Tower card is building something so beautiful, wanting everything to be perfect, and then everything just blows up. The building blows up, and it's just not a pretty sight to see. So she feels like everything is blowing up in front of her. She felt like when people were coming after her, she felt like her whole image was being destroyed. Telling me she was threatened to fix it, if this makes any sense. I'm hearing that Mba Young Boy threatened her to go on live and say something to defend their relationship so people could get off their back. I'm actually seeing that she's disturbed by what happened to her. So to answer this question, she is aware of what's going on, but she's willing to stick to it. So even though she's aware that she is being abused, Spirit is telling me she loves him enough to be like, well, he's gonna change. And she supports him in any endeavor that he does, and he supports her financially. So it's almost like she has a codependency on him, She's not going to let him go, because if she lets him go, she loses everything. So she's willing to put up with a lot of things just to make sure that she has what she wants. So yes, she is aware that she's in an abusive relationship, but she feels like it's worth it, and she feels like as long as she doesn't push his buttons, everything should be okay, because love begins. That card comes out. She feels like so long as I remain sweet, so long as I keep doing what I do, I'm not going to get into the situation, and this is never going to happen again. But unfortunately, a lot of women that go through abusive relationships, they all say that. And you know, I'm not even joking in this video. I'm not trying to throw shade and be funny. Yes, we are sipping some type of tea from the divine, but this is actually serious, because I take abuse very seriously. I don't think it's anything to play with. Mental abuse, physical abuse, it's just nothing to play with. That shit is real. And she's in a situation so young where her family's not even supporting her. So I want to kind of see what's to happen. The victory card in reverse comes out, partnerships and alliances, and the breakup card. See, I just pulled this card out for him. So they're gonna break up. To answer that question, they're breaking up, absolutely. They're breaking up, absolutely. So my last question for Jania, I actually feel sad for her. I feel sad that she feels like this is what she needs to do to have money, to have a certain lifestyle. And granted, I understand that things are hard. I understand that school could be difficult. I understand that, you know, trying to make it happen for yourself, it takes a longer time than most. But there's nothing like creating something for yourself and believing in yourself that you can do it. When somebody gives that to you, you're at their mercy. And they feel like they can say whatever they want because they feel like they gave you that opportunity. So if anything, if I were to ever have a reading with Jania, I hope she understands that she's beautiful, and she should find her self-worth to understand that this is not a good situation for her. Now granted, they're gonna break up, absolutely, but does that mean she's gonna stop having sex with him? Let's find out. Let's find out. Will she stop having sex with him even after they're done breaking up? Because that's also another form of abuse. You know, he doesn't have to be with her to have sex with her and keep beating on her. He doesn't. And he seems like he's the type to do that to her. Suffering in silence, the sacral chakra. She could possibly get pregnant, guys. I feel like they're going to break up and they're going to continue to have sex, and she can definitely possibly get pregnant. And he's not going to stand by her side. The Tower card also came out for her. Victories and success card came out for her, and Shrewd card came out for her. Prosperity begins. Mental conflict. Down the line, she will have a child by this man. She will have a child by this man down the line. And down the line, more than likely, she will get child support. And I think that's where the prosperity begins, and the financial blessings and the stand up for yourself card coming through. So overall, Jania, she's gonna continue to be with him, whether they're official or not. He's going to continue to cheat on her. He's going to continue to beat her. He's gonna continue to do what he wants. And the mom is gonna continue to defend her ratchet ass son, because she's ratchet as hell too. And if anything, I feel bad for Jania. I feel bad that she's in a situation where she believes that this is okay, because the reading's telling me she knows it's not okay. But she's willing to put up with it because, one, she loves him, and two, he buys her whatever she wants. So she doesn't want to give that up. But Spirit's telling me they're gonna break up anyway. She will continue to have sex. She will get pregnant. She will be baby mama number 5. She will get custody, and she will get child support. I guess she wins with a bag in the end, but at what cost? You know, you're connected to this abusive young man forever, and you know that's just what it is. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this mini reading that I did for Mba Young Boy. You know, I don't know what the fuck his name is. I think I'm saying his name wrong. And Jania, I hope Jania finds the strength to not get into another relationship where she's being abused. And you know, I hope, you know, if she's anyone that's into like the mystique or anything like that, she can reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to talk to her, tell her she's worthy, and she doesn't have to be putting up with this, because my heart really goes out to young girls that feel like getting their ass beat like that all over social media is okay. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll talk with you guys later. Mwah. Bye.